Okay, here is this nice fall-inspired, fall trees-inspired arrangement that you could probably be able to do with items around your house for probably less than $50. But you gotta be really creative, and you have to, as my motto is, have to use what you have. And that includes things from outdoors, such as leaves. You could even use sticks. You could do the hedge apples. The hedge apples are a great thing that you can do that kind of add a little bit of pop of color and a little bit of interesting touch to the whole arrangement itself. So it's just kind of a for free thing that you can do, and you can't get much cheaper than free. So basically I'm going to create this for you, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this. This is just to give you an idea. I don't want you to go out and buy bunches of items just to recreate this whole thing. Part of this is just being creative and doing it yourself and feeling happy about the creativity that you found with things in your home. Okay, so this is always kind of the way that my brain thinks and the way that I organize things. I just usually, I like to look at my palette of things that I have. And you can do this, especially if you try to get light colors whenever you're trying to do an arrangement. This is kind of how my brain just starts to make the picture. And so I want to kind of go through each thing so then you can kind of understand. I didn't buy any of this stuff recently. This is just stuff I had in my house over the years. This is stuff that I really recommend after holidays, that you go shopping a couple of days after, because those are when you're going to find a 50% to 75% sales off. I also recommend going to dollar stores. Believe it or not, you can find a lot of great stuff that just fills in the holes and makes things, look more complete and put together. And then also, of course, just, you have your different shops like Marshall's and TJ Maxx and Hobby Lobby. Those are all great places just to keep your eye on and know basically what the prices are for each thing. So I want to start over here. This is basically something you can do this all for under $50. Very easy to do, but like I said, you have to use what you have around the house. This is leaves. I think I got this some crazy sale. It says 50 cents. I don't even remember where I got this at. You don't even have to really go. There's an abundance of leaves in the fall time. Just want to make sure to pick ones that don't have bug holes in them. And then, as you can see, these have I think they were treated with something. I've had these for quite a few years, and I just never found any reason to use them. I thought they were kind of neat, though. And so that's a great thing to do. And then, moving over here, I believe I got this. Can't remember if it was at a dollar store or Hobby Lobby, but wherever I got it, each little bunch here, which is not a whole lot, but I know that I probably didn't spend any more than 50 cents or $1. You really got to look for these kind of deals, and it's usually after a season. And so, that's going to add nice pop of color as well. This I thought was really interesting, and once again, most of the stuff I can't even remember, and this just goes to show that you just got to use what you have, and maybe keep a closet where you just, when you find good deals, you put that stuff in it. I thought that was interesting. It was on clearance. I probably got it for like $2 or $3. And then this was like $1.50, just a random thing. A lot of times you'll find clearance items that are just, they're clearance because there's only one left of them, and it's kind of a nice idea. It's sometimes you want more, but if you can find something that it will work for, then that's great. So next thing, I always think, and I recommend, I love this. I did spend a little bit more money for this. I probably spent like $8 on that, maybe less than that at the time when I got it, but I might have had like a 50% off deal, but I had my eye on it. And this I use over and over and again in arrangements, and so I really feel this is kind of my piece that basically I invested a little more money in. It's that draping, swooshing type arrangement. It's really nice. It makes things look really, it looks real. So that's the nice thing about that. And then greenery. I think my mom gave me this. This is just greenery. You can pick up any greenery anywhere. I don't even care where you go to get it. Ting Ting. This is something that my mom gave me as well. She was cleaning out her, you could probably clean out her garage or something. And this is something you can probably find even outside. Not exactly the way that this looks, but you can substitute this with sticks that you spray paint like a gold color, just as long as they're skinny and kind of have a nice little twirl to them. I have a baby locust tree that I think is really nice and has kind of that twirl, and then if you kind of dress it up with the spray paint, if you have gold or silver, particularly gold for the fall colors. This is, you know, you don't have to go out and buy yourself anything for that. So, and then as you can see here, these were all things that I bought. I mean, it was just some crazy deal, like $1.50 each or something crazy like that, and it was at Michael's. These were probably around, I don't know, $1.50, something like that. So you can see that that just, all of those, wait to your deals to get these, and you will find them. You know, when they're first coming in the season, they're going to be something crazy like $8 for like the big one. You don't need to spend that. Just be patient and just start building up. Then moving over here, always gotta have your base. This really, it's gonna be covered up with everything else, so you can use whatever you want to use. But I just tend to like the mosaic. It's really mosaic candle holders. You can use whatever you want. Like I said, just, you know, something that you wouldn't be ashamed of showing if it did peek through a little bit. Then you see these hedge apples. This is something that I think is really kind of interesting. My daughter had, she got them off of one of the trees, and I just thought, you know what, there's got to be a way to use those. And the other thing you see here, once again, you probably see this in most of my arrangement, is a bird. I love birds. This is something that my best friend gave me, and I thought it would be a nice sentimental way to add it to the arrangement and use something. I like to use what I'm given, and so I like to go ahead and put that, and we'll show you. Then finally, this is a great thing to have whenever you're shopping. Keep it in your purse. Use it as a staple in your purse. This is nice because if you know a color palette that you kind of want to use, you can always go home and match it up. If, you know, my dad, he was a painter, and so I think I got this from him. If you, I think they make you buy them nowadays, but you can always go to somewhere like Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart or anywhere, and they have the individual swatches, and they have books. And so what you can do is take yourself a notebook and then make all the different colors, and then so then when you're in your home and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna match it up to my candle, or I'm going to match it up to these curtains, then that's a great way to transport it. I think there's also an app. I didn't really like the app. It was a Sherwin-Williams app, and it really didn't pick up the colors that I want, but that's always an idea if you want to get a general idea. That are... Okay, we're done. So as you can see, this is not exactly how the first one looked. You can always rearrange things. I think that's perfectly fine to do. You're going to find yourself also changing things out as you find something else. It's basically your canvas that you're basically putting things on and adding to. That's okay. So, a couple of rules to follow. Number one, try to use what you have. Number two, look at your colors when you're out and about. Figure out what colors you want to use. It's really easy if it's a season. You can pick whatever season's color it is, whether it's Valentine's or Christmas or Easter or whatever, or summertime. Just pick your colors. And then as you can see, this is just a nice arrangement that is going to be great for a couple of months during the fall seasons. And then, last but not least, just make sure to have fun with it. Have fun with it. Don't spend a lot of money. Just be creative and use what you have.